Well, I've been working as an actor performer, now director for about 26 years. I trained rather late, but had always kind of felt I wanted to get involved in performance of some kind. And I worked in London for a while, then I met Alan Lydiard, and he offered me a two-year contract that became a 7-year job, basically. We did lots of stuff there, and that's when I realised that I wasn't really scared of movement anymore. So I came to this after having spent probably a couple of years not doing much performing, directing a lot and so on, but I think my body's missed actually doing that, the grind, the daily class, exercise, sweating freely, that kind of thing. There have been periods where I've worked with a company where movement is really important. Sometimes I've done pieces where there's not a single word spoken, and sometimes it's all about the words. So this, I suppose, is much more about movement, so it's nice to come back to. I haven't done that for a little while. Some performers are terrified of moving. You know, you give them a movement sequence and they'll completely collapse. And I've worked with dancers who are terrified of saying anything, even very natural, spontaneous words. But then I've also met lots of people in the middle who are great at that, who are just not intimidated by that. Sunday, which was our day off, my body rebelled for about an hour, but then I had a quiet word and fine. I actually enjoyed Monday morning, getting back into it really. So yeah, not too bad. My knees, which I expected to give way, sound. So yeah, good. I've done lots of work in the past with a kind of mix of people, and that doesn't. I don't consider that bizarre or strange in any way. Really, it's everybody brings to it their own kind of life experience, and some things are difficult, some things are easy for people, and it's just negotiating your way through that and finding a language, you know, that doesn't become either too technical or too prosaic. I think sometimes you need to say, or just feel it and allow people to interpret it as that. So yeah, although I love directing and I love working with people on very tiny little details of text and nuance, my body's also missing that movement and the sweep that you can get physically, what you can do with bodies in the space, which I think is always really exciting. So I may be venturing that way for a little while, I think.